It's now my great pleasure to introduce the president of our congregation, Wendy Nekritz, as she delivers her first presidential address to our congregation. Wendy?
I have a confession to make. Yes, I realize this is Rosh HaShanah and not Yom Kippur, but bear with me. A little story to explain my confession. Picture this. I'm a 9-year-old girl growing up on the North Shore of Chicago, a small conservative synagogue where the high holidays feel like an eternity. I'm uncomfortable in itchy tights, an awkward-feeling dress, and tight black patent leather shoes. A self-proclaimed tomboy, wearing these clothes is torture. I spend most of the high holidays praying for their swift end, hoping to escape the suffocating attire for another year. Fast forward nearly 50 years. Here I am, standing before you as a proud member and president of Temple Emanuel. In contrast to my 9-year-old self, joining Temple Emanuel almost 20 years ago transformed Rosh HaShanah into a time I could put on my jeans, a cozy fleece, and well-worn tennis shoes. I can listen to the wind, smell the pine trees, and watch the sun dance off the aspen leaves at over 10,000 feet, surrounded by the beauty of the Rocky Mountains. Sharing the holiday in the company of my family, friends, and other congregants in a place close to paradise, Schwader Camp. My confession? This year is different. It marks the first time I am spending Rosh HaShanah in the sanctuary on Grape Street. In addition, I no longer have a strong aversion to dresses or black patent leather shoes. So whether I'm at Schwader Camp, 51 Grape Street, or home streaming services during COVID, I have found comfort and community, my spiritual home. Speaking of home, I remember when my oldest, Jessica, was starting religious school. As a newcomer to Temple Emanuel, I walk into the social hall on the first day with a mix of nerves and anticipation. To my relief, I am greeted by familiar faces that instantly bring about the feeling that this is where my family and I belong. That sense of belonging and rich heritage lie at the heart of our 150th anniversary celebration. We have countless reasons to celebrate with pride. Think about it. We've evolved our worship to stay relevant, adapting to the changing needs of today. We've been at the forefront of egalitarianism for women, being the first in Colorado to hire a female rabbi, a female cantor, as well as officiate at the first bat mitzvah. We've embraced inclusivity, our clergy adapting to the changing landscape by officiating same-sex and interfaith marriage. We've been a steadfast voice for social justice, leading the way for a greater Denver Jewish community, from the civil rights movement to supporting gay rights with No on 2 and challenging the Boy Scouts, to rallying for gun control and a woman's right to choose. Additionally, we've mobilized our resources to engage in social causes by developing and participating in programs such as Kavod Catering, Habitat for Humanity, Mitzvah Day, Family Promise, and most recently mobilizing and leading our community by providing basic needs for migrants. In times of tragedy, We have supported and comforted our congregants as well as our community following heartbreaking events, including 9/11 and the Columbine and Pittsburgh shootings. With our deep roots in the past, we remain committed to our heritage while looking ahead to our future and new beginnings. I urge each of you to contemplate how you want to personally invest in Temple Emanuel. We stand on the brink of bold initiatives that will shape the next 150 years. In the coming months, you will hear more about how you can play a vital role in securing and envisioning what lies ahead for our congregation. Our staff and lay leaders, including myself, are eager to share our vision and invite your participation. Today, we have a unique opportunity to bridge the past with the present as we unveil the time capsule from our 1956 dedication of this sanctuary. We look back into our history to propel us forward into the future we envision. Please join us following this service at 2 o'clock at the Grape Street entrance as we embark on this journey of reflection, celebration, and aspiration. I want to take a moment to thank our amazing clergy who work tirelessly year-round and go above and beyond during the high holiday season. Rabbi Black, Cantor Sachs, Rabbi Hyatt, Steve Brodsky, and Rabbi Foster. We are incredibly lucky to have your time and talent. In addition, I want to congratulate Cantor Sachs as she joins Rabbi Black and Steve Stark as co-CEOs, allowing Temple to take full advantage of her gifts as a spiritual leader, educator, and counselor. I also want to acknowledge the entire professional team who put in endless extra hours during these holidays. And last but not least, our fabulous and hardworking executive director, Steve Stark. In closing, it doesn't matter if we are at Schwader Camp in our well-worn tennis shoes, home in our stocking feet, or here in the sanctuary or on the bema wearing our black patent leather shoes. Temple Emanuel is our spiritual home. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I want to wish you and your families a Shana Tova.